All right, Jack, I get it. I want to illuminate the hidden curriculum. I want to help more outsiders become insiders. How do I actually do it? Well, I want to talk to you about 3 things that you can do to make it easier for outsiders to become insiders this summer. Campers, staff, doesn't matter. The first thing is just start writing some stuff down. If you've ever traveled abroad, you know that people talk fast. You can't keep track of everything, but when you can see it written down, you can take a deep breath, you can slow down, you can try and interpret it a little bit better. Just write down the schedule quick. Write down what's happening next. Let people have multiple ways to understand what's coming. You can do it on a blank piece of paper, you can use a crayon, you can use a whiteboard, it doesn't matter, just write some stuff down. Second thing is start bringing folks in. All right, the way that looks is like, you know how like sometimes there's an inside joke and it's about your friend Chris or about this thing that used to happen? Like, just say, in that conversation, just pause for a second. Yo, just want to give you a quick update. Chris is this guy that used to work here. He's really tall and he's funny and he used to work on Waterfront. Brings new folks in, makes it super easy, right? That inside joke starts to bring some folks in. Now they can interact with it. And the third thing is a quick acronym for what to do before you go places with campers or with other staff, okay? And that acronym is SWAP. I want you to swap out what you used to do and swap this in. I don't know, my acronyms are kind of yucky. All right, S, short. Before you go to the next activity, when you're still at your cabin or when you're at archery, but you're gonna head to something else, okay? What I want you to do is give a short, very short explanation of what's gonna happen next. So if we're going to the dining hall to eat lunch, what I want you to say is, all right, y'all, we're gonna head to the dining hall, lunch is coming, I want to admit something, there's gonna be some waiting and we might sing some weird songs before we go in. Short explanation of what's gonna happen next. Second thing is that there's gonna be some waiting. At camp, honestly, there's basically always waiting. So before you go anywhere, just tell them that there's gonna be waiting. Short explanation that there's gonna be waiting. A is acknowledging that it's gonna be weird. Listen, before you go into the dining hall for lunch, you might sing some songs, you might say the Pledge of Allegiance, you might raise the flag. I don't know what you're gonna do, but I promise you it's kind of weird. It just is. Before you go swimming at camps in New York, you gotta get a buddy tag, you gotta do all this stuff. It's weird. It's just not what people are used to. Again, it's not wrong, it's just weird. If you've never been to camp before, it's weird, okay? So, short explanation of what's gonna come next. W is for that there will be waiting, and A is acknowledge that it's weird, okay? And then the last one is tell them who the person is that they can go to when they're unsure about what's going on. It's the lever they can pull when they start to get a little bit anxious. A lot of times it's gonna be you, okay? So if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna give you a quick, you're gonna do this before you do anything with your kids, a quick 20-second explanation that you're swapping in, okay? It's gonna be short. All right, guys, here's what we're gonna do. We are headed to the dining hall. We are gonna have some lunch, okay? I want to acknowledge something. There's gonna be some waiting. When we get to the dining hall, we're gonna wait outside and it might be a little bit weird. We're gonna sing some songs and like blah, 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 blah. Here's the thing. We're gonna sing some songs. You can interact as much or as little as you want to. I'm gonna be singing my heart out. And the last thing is, if you need anything on our way to the dining hall, I'm your guide. Just come find me. The other thing is, Steve's been here before and he's happy to help too. All right, we're headed there and we'll give you new instructions when we get there. Short, waiting, acknowledging that it's gonna be weird, and tell them who the person is that they can go to. Swap it out this summer.